Michael B. Jordan has been confirmed as the director and star of the newly announced remake of the Thomas Crown Affair, which could put Creed 4 on hold for a few years, and that worries me. Jordan made his directorial debut with Creed 3, which saw Donnie facing his troubled past when an old friend was released from prison and came after his championship title. After Creed 3 was widely acclaimed by critics and became a hit at the box office upon its release in 2023, the studio wasted no time putting a fourth film into active development, with Jordan returning to direct. But now, Jordan has signed on to direct a totally unrelated movie first. Before he moves on to Creed 4, Jordan is directing the Thomas Crown Affair remake for Amazon MGM Studios. Jordan is also set to star in the film and produce, alongside Elizabeth Raposo, through his production label, Outlier Society. While I'm excited that Jordan is getting more directing work after doing such a great job on Creed 3, I'm concerned that his Thomas Crown Affair schedule will keep him from making Creed 4 for a few years. Michael B. Jordan is directing the Thomas Crown Affair remake before Creed 4. Jordan is focusing his attention away from the Creed franchise. Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway lounge on beach chairs in the Thomas Crown Affair. Jordan is set to direct, produce, and star in the new Thomas Crown Affair redo, and they're currently looking to cast the female lead, indicating that it's a priority project for Jordan. If he was lining up the Thomas Crown Affair to direct after Creed 4, they wouldn't be casting the film so actively. Since it's going straight into pre-production, they're probably eyeing a shoot date in the near future. It seems likely that the Thomas Crown Affair will be Jordan's next directorial project and Creed 4 is getting pushed back until he's done with that. Jordan's remake will be the third cinematic iteration of the Thomas Crown Affair. The original 1968 heist movie classic was directed by Norman Jewison and starred Steve McQueen and Faye Dunaway. In 1999, Die Hard's John McTiernan remade the movie with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo in the lead roles. Jordan has been trying to get a new remake of the Thomas Crown Affair off the ground since as far back as 2016, via Slash Film, so it's clearly a passion project. That means it'll probably take precedence over Creed 4. Creed 4 has to wait a few years now for Michael B. Jordan. It takes around 2 years to direct a feature film. Since Jordan is already confirmed to direct Creed 4, it'll probably be a few years before we see the next Creed movie. Unless the plan changes and Jordan hands the director's chair over to another filmmaker, Creed 4 will have to wait until the Thomas Crown Affair is done. If another director does take on Creed 4, then they can get pre-production underway while Jordan is working on the Thomas Crown Affair. If Jordan is just acting and not directing, then he'll only need to find room in his schedule to squeeze in the shoot. But Jordan is just as passionate about the Creed franchise as he is about the Thomas Crown Affair, so he'll likely want to hold on to both directing jobs. That's perfectly fine. I'm sure he'll do a great job with both films, but it does mean that Creed 4 will have to sit on the back burner for a while. Directing a feature film from conception to the final edit usually takes around 2 years, 1.5 years at the very least, so it'll probably be a long time before Jordan steps back into the world of Adonis Creed. Creed 4 is moving slower than I imagined after Creed 3's success. I thought the studio would fast-track Creed 4 after Creed 3 did so well. Donnie and Bianca sit with Amara in Creed 3. After the blockbuster success of Creed 3, I thought Jordan and his team would get the cameras rolling on Creed 4 as soon as possible. But it's been well over a year since Creed 3 arrived in theaters and Creed 4 is no closer to becoming a reality. Now, we'll have to wait for Jordan to make a whole other movie before work can get started on it. Creed 4 is in development, but you'd think it'd be a top priority for all involved, and that doesn't seem to be the case.